Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Have you ever felt you should do something, but you just can't muster the courage? Maybe these composite letters from the fearful and my responses might be helpful. Dear Dr. Nemko, I've broken up with my boyfriend 3 times, but in moments of weakness, I tiptoe back. Even though he loves me and he's a good guy, he's just not right for me. But I can't stay with the program when I'm feeling lonely or insecure. How can I develop the courage? Here was my response. In those times of weakness, might it help to consider whether you're hurting rather than helping this man you say is a good guy? After all, you say he loves you. So is it possible that as long as he thinks you might come back, he can't open his heart to someone else? And each time you temporarily return, it renews his hope? It's hard to sustain a breakup, no matter how appropriate it is. Maybe the best you can do is to be crisp. In a moment of strength, have you told him crisply, but with tact, that you really are ending it? For example, Dave, I've loved you, and so appreciate that you love me. But as we've discussed, it's clear I need to move on. To avoid my weakening again, thereby stringing you along, this time I need to make our breakup clean and permanent. Although I, of course, will always retain lovely memories of our relationship, I can move forward, and maybe you too, only if I promise myself that you and I won't communicate, that I won't respond anymore to your emails, texts, phone calls. I honestly believe that in the long run, at least, this will be best for both of us so we can each find a relationship in which the love is fully reciprocal. The next letter about bravery or lack thereof. Dear Dr. Nemko, I hate my job and my boss, but with 44 million people having lost their job because of the COVID shutdown and more losses likely, if as predicted a second wave hits, I'm scared to quit. How do I muster the courage? Here is my response. Whether you should quit depends on your viability in today's job market for a job you'd likely find better. Unless you're quite sure you can land a better job even in this job market, it's normally wise to stay put, but put out confidential feelers and even job applications to assess your viability. If your queries yield significant interest, that can make it easier to endure your job for a little while longer. There's light at the end of the tunnel. However, if your queries are met with indifference, then before quitting, see if there are ways to tweak your current job to make it more acceptable. Maybe renegotiate your job description to accentuate your strengths and skirt your weaknesses. Maybe try to get to report to a different boss. Maybe change your attitude or upgrade your skills. Next letter. This is a really short one. Dear Dr. Nemko, sometimes I have questions about conventional wisdom, but I'm scared to raise such questions. How do I get braver? Here's my response. The bravery to oppose conventional wisdom is to be revered. It's being open-minded, not necessarily following the majority. After all, almost half of people, and 58% of those from 18 to 24 years old, believe that astrology is scientific. Think, for example, of the brave abolitionists, suffragettes, and Enlightenment scientists who dared question religion's primacy. Of course, by definition, bravery entails risk. The question is, would raising your question be worth the risk? We can improve our odds by recognizing that there are better and worse times to raise such questions. For example, when a person or the zeitgeist are emotion-driven, it may be wiser to wait until a more rational, full-dimension discussion is more likely. Also, ask yourself how open the person or group might be to dissent on the issue. If you have serious doubts, discretion may be the better part of valor. It may be wiser to just listen to that person or group and raise any skeptical questions of a more open-minded person or persons. We are living in emotional times. So, your fear of raising contrarian questions may be evincing more of circumspection than of lack of bravery, at least for now. And the final question is this. Dear Dr. Nemko, for 3 weeks now I have a pain in my stomach of unknown origin. It could be nothing, but I worry it might be cancer. I know I should see the doctor, but I'm scared. If it is cancer, they'll put me through all sorts of, quote, challenging treatments. And my worry about cancer is making me more depressed and anxious than I already am. I've never seen a counselor or a psychiatrist about those because talking about it with my friends seems to make my worries worse, more top of mind. And many patients find that antidepressants only take the edge off the depression and have side effects that are almost as bad as the depression. Worse, the benefits of the antidepressants often fade. I know I should at least see a doctor about my stomach pain, but can't seem to make myself make the call. Here's my response. Yes, you should force yourself to make an appointment with a trusted professional regarding both your stomach pain and your anxiety and depression. Your pain could well not be cancer, and even if it is, if caught early, the treatment might well be successful and not be as onerous as you fear. And if it's a less serious disease, think how good it would feel to hear that news. Plus, the treatment, or some just passing of time, could leave you pain-free. Regarding the depression and anxiety, it seems you're painting too dark a picture. Yes, counseling and/or antidepressants could be insufficiently effective, but many people do find them helpful. It certainly couldn't hurt to search out a well-regarded counselor and try one session. In any event, I thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and I especially like it if you hit the share button below and share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I'm flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.